What's good? It's Casper. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the second episode of The Studio. Second episode of The Studio is called The Oner. It's 25 minutes and is directed by Goldberg and Seth Rogen. After seeing the first episode, there was a lot of things in that episode that honestly surprised me and pulled me in. It was enough to make me want to go watch the second episode. So when I saw how short this episode was, I was in my head thinking like, what else is this TV show gonna throw at me that's gonna make me more attracted to this show? On this episode, we're seeing Seth Rogen's character Matt Remick go to a set where they're actually filming a shot, and this shot is Matt Remick's favorite part of the script that he read. So he's going there while Matt is attending this set. He's literally causing a lot of chaos, making a lot of things complicated for the director and everyone literally who's responsible to actually be there on set. So this is what the episode is about. Very funny how the title is The Oner, and that's basically what they're trying to do in this episode, is get that one perfect shot. The chaos that he brings in this episode is, as a viewer, it kind of stresses you out, but it's like an interactive stresses you out, because if you're into film, you could imagine yourself being a part of this, or even being a fly on the wall and seeing how stressful these people are handling this. This episode, we actually saw a side of Seth Rogen's character that was so simple that was actually something very interesting. I like how in this episode we see that he's very interested in seeing this shot be filmed. His character is really showing that he's very excited and being that person that he's just trying to impress everybody and make everyone smile, everyone be happy. In the last episode, we saw his team, we saw who's being involved with him. And I like how in this episode we had basically his best friend more involved in this one. And I like those two connecting with each other a lot. Personality between both of them is very funny at times and pretty hilarious how they're straightforward with each other, business friends, best friends vibes as well, but they're also talking with other people on set on like, yo, your friend is annoying, and even the homies even saying like, yeah, I'm trying my best to get him off set. But very funny moments in this episode with Seth Rogen just interrupting a lot of moments. I was just very impressed that for how simple that was. Very fascinating to see. It's one of those things where as a fan of making movies, you do want to be on sets like this, you do want to see, you know, the production live in action, and I like a lot of the moments in this episode. Once again, the camera direction is crispy. I do like the settings. I do like just where they're filming. The fact that it's such a simple episode and they're only in that house to film this shot. I really like how it just still kept me entertained. Every moment with Seth Rogen's character is just a straight, you can't keep your eye off the television because you're just seeing what else is going to develop, what else is going to be interrupted, what else is going to be like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? Like, bruh, come on, can we get this shot done? Because I thought this was just a perfect example of how a lot of stress happens on set, and very concrete, and a lot of the stuff in here felt very realistic. This episode was a domino effect for Seth Rogen's character. From the beginning to literally the end, every single move he did was creating nothing but like, bruh. I think that's why it's very funny, because that personality Seth Rogen is putting in this second episode, you will see in a movie, you'll see in a very hilarious comedy, but the fact that he's very serious to see this get done in a TV show, I think is just very impressive. Very one of none. Like, if you're creating this TV show and you're giving the idea to the head people of a TV production company, a lot of these ideas is like, dang, how did I not think of that? So this episode gave me that feel as well, as you can create a TV show with a lot of real stuff that actually happens when you actually are making a movie. Really enjoyed how Seth Rogen had a lot of screen time in this episode, and you're seeing a lot of his characteristics on handling being a boss, handling just being a friend, handling being a fan of just seeing a shot be done. The creative minds for this is just keeping us entertained. Let's see what else Seth Rogen's character is going to get involved with. Let's see who else is just going to show up randomly. Everyone else involved in this episode just created a hectic vibe, created humor, created moments in here where you could see that really happening, straight to the point, like you can feel this, a nerve being irritated in your head type of vibe episode, but when it's over, you laugh at it because of just, bro, if I was in that scenario, yeah, I'll be pissed off too. Very awesome episode. Episode 1 and 2, I think back to back, that would be a good way to watch and start off this TV show. So now we're going to the third one. Let's see what other simple things we're gonna see in here that's just gonna going to create very fun, hilarious excitement. Directing wise, Seth Rogen is doing a really good job. So his team and everyone who's handling this TV show episode by episode, I think they're nailing it on the points. So get to this second episode. This episode was really funny. I'll say watch this with a friend or watch it with the family, because there is a lot of moments in here where I can see a lot of people be very entertained and laugh. After my watching the second episode of The Studio, The Oner, out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this episode a 9 out of 10. That's my review for the second episode of The Studio, The Oner. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.